It's kind of bright, so I'm squinting, so bear with me. Let's say your son or daughter has some perhaps social issues, trouble learning, and they're not too helpful around the house, not an uncommon scenario, with or without the social issues and the learning issues. And you want them to develop the skills for independent living. The way most parents think about this and go about it is, it feels very top down. It feels very controlled or controlling from the child's perspective. You have to learn to do this. You got to do that. These are your chores. So I want to give you a different strategy, an alternative way of engaging your child in learning how to do things where they don't even see it coming, and they get to develop the skills gradually over time. It's all about being inductive. It's all about asking them for your help on little things. So you're making dinner, you say, hey, so-and-so, do me a favor, come to the kitchen, please. They come to the kitchen. I just need a hand for a second. Would you mind getting me the milk or getting me the butter or getting whatever it is out of the fridge? Or maybe it's the pot or maybe it's the pan. And they get it for you and say, oh, thanks, you're a lifesaver. You can go, I'll call you when dinner's ready. Then on another night, you get them down and maybe there's something cooking in that pan. And you say, oh, listen, I needed to go to the bathroom, whether you did or not. Would you mind stirring the pot? Just watch it for me. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, you come back. Oh, thank you. That was such a big help. And then, on another occasion, I got to run out for a minute. Do me a favor. If you could just clean off the table, that would be wonderful. And so, by asking them for their help for different points in a cooking process, eventually you ask them for enough lend a hand kind of moments throughout that process that they actually gain experience at every point in that process. Then on another occasion, I'm going to be home from late. Would you mind getting the things right? I'll cook it, but if you can just get it out on the counter and ready. And so slowly but surely, we start inducting the child into being helpful. We're always expressing appreciation, not that effusive, oh, you're the best thing, whoa, 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 but just thanks, I really appreciate it. That was helpful. See you later, love. And we induct them into helping us. We show our appreciation, and we slowly, almost insidiously, build their skill development over time. You do this with cooking, with cleaning, with self-care, and then you start stringing some of these expectations, or not expectations, you start stringing some of these capacities together into larger chunks that in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, that's when you phone and say, I'm going to be late coming home. Would you mind making dinner tonight? I would be so appreciative. How do I make it? You have all the skills, sweetheart. Just put all those things together that you've been doing in terms of helping me. And by the way, maybe you're not home late for dinner. Maybe you had stopped by to get a coffee along the way to facilitate this opportunity for your child to practice these skills. And so in this way, rather than coming in top down, controlling, thou shalt do, and you got to go to a special class, and you gotta, to which all of us protest. This way we slowly induct them and teach them and give them skills over time. Try this. Think long term. You got to have a long-term perspective. It's not about expecting a meal at the end of the month. It's about slowly building these skills over time by being helpful to us, and we're always appreciative, and before you know it, our kids have these skills. They can live more independently. They can take care of themselves. I'm Gary Darenfeld. I'm a social worker. Hopefully this video is helpful to many parents out there, regardless of whether their child has any special learning or social issues that can impede this stuff. But quite frankly, this is good parenting for parents of any kids. www.yoursocialworker.com, and I hope you enjoy the view here. I'm in my backyard, and that's what it's like here. Take care. Bye-bye.